Hello, welcome back to another episode of the H channel. So it's been a while since we did an episode on food. I think the last one, if I can recall correctly, was the bak-chang, the dumpling, the Chinese dumpling that we did a few months back. So as you can see, variety of colors that we have over here because these are all light finger foods from Peranakan, or you'll probably remember the term baba and nyonya. So Peranakans are essentially Straits Chinese. That is to say, those are Chinese born in the Straits settlements such as Penang, Malacca, and Singapore. So their cooking style is a bit different. It doesn't really belong to Western or Eastern. I'll rather say it's a mix between different cultures in the Eastern part, where you have the Chinese ingredients, but then they mix it using a Malay cooking influence. So when these two things comes together, it creates a very unique kind of food that you can't really find anywhere else in the world. So on my left side, here, this is the nasi kunyit and the kari kapitan, and here we have the nasi ulam, and last but not least, a beautiful plate of colorful Peranakan sweets, or in local term we call it kuih. So first one, this over here, as you can see, purple in color, this is called the kuih bingka, and this yellow one is the kuih bingka ubi. So for the purple one, this is not coloring. In fact, it is made from powder of sweet potatoes. And for purple one, it is rice flour. But if you use tapioca, then you get the yellow color. The three most popular colors are the purple, the brown, as well as the white. But you usually find purple most of the time over in the market. And then for kuih bingka ubi, it is only available in yellow color. The Hokkiens will call it chiu chu kuih. Let me just take a bite for a while. Amazing. So yes, for kuih bingka, the thing which is different from the rest, as you can see later, is it is the only Peranakan kuih that is essentially cut in rectangular. So the rest, as you can see here, which I'll be able to show you later on, are all essentially cut in diamond shape. So the next one I'm going to be sharing with you is kuih lapis, or in Hokkien, the local term, they call it the gao zhang kuih, which means the 9-layer kuih. So it is made from rice flour, coconut milk, and also, as you can see, the different layers, right? For Chinese, they do believe that it symbolizes promotion, like crawling, not really crawling, rising from the lowest layer all the way to the top layer. So, oh yeah, one more thing I need to mention about this one. The most important ingredient, right, for kuih lapis is patience. You know why? Because you have 9 different layers. So essentially you have to steam each layer on its own. So you have to steam like the first layer, and then when it's done, you gotta pour in the second layer, and then you gotta wait for it to steam again. So it takes a long time. So the next one, the third kuih that I'm gonna have is kuih talam. Yes, as you can see very clearly, it's a 2-layer kuih where you have the green layer on the bottom, and then the top layer is white. So the green one is made from pandan juice, also made with rice flour, if I'm not wrong. And then the top layer, the white one, is made with coconut cream, or the locals will call it santan. So when you eat it, you have to eat both of them together, because if you just eat a layer on its own, you wouldn't really be able to bring out the best in this flavor. So the reason why it's called kuih talam is because when it's cooked in a tray. So from Malay local term, the tray means talam. So that's how it's got its name of kuih talam. So the next one I'm gonna have, as you can see over here, yes, this is almost a reverse of kuih talam. The name is very beautiful. It's called Sri Muka. But if you translate it, I would say it comes close to beautiful face. The reason is because the first layer, as you can see, made from a mix of coconut cream and also pandan juice. So that's why it's green in color, and the surface is very smooth. And then the bottom layer is made from glutinous rice. Glutinous rice is one of my favorite ingredients of all time. So one thing about the bottom layer, the glutinous rice layer, people usually use salt to also season it. The reason is because salt will be able to bring out the best of the coconut milk portion in the glutinous rice. There is also another variation where it's not just purely white. You also have a mix of blue shades made from blue pea flour, which makes me to the next one, which I mentioned to you just now, the pulut tai tai. The reason why it's called pulut tai tai is because a long time ago, it's usually served to those tai tais in feasts and stuff like that. So the common name for this is called kaya kuih. So the reason why it's called kaya kuih because it comes with kaya. So again, this one you need to mix it together with the kaya. This is how you mix the kaya with the pulut tai tai kaya kuih. Just get a good bite of it. Okay, to the next one. Right over here, we have the next few ones. In fact, I'm going to show you are all wrapped in a banana leaf. So the first one that we have over here, this is called rempah udang. Udang means prawn, so rempah means paste. So the other name that the locals will have for it is called the pulut panggang. It is made with glutinous rice as well. So let's open that up. So as you can see, it is slightly brownish in color, made from glutinous rice as well. And in the middle, when you bite into it, that's where you get the surprise, which is the here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but yes, in the middle, that's the prawn paste. Let me just get the final bite for this. Fantastic. The next one we're gonna go ahead with is pulut inti. Here, if you can see it, this is sweetened shredded coconut, and then the bottom portion, of course, is the glutinous rice. The blue shades are essentially from the blue pea flour. So before I unwrap it, as you can see, it comes in a little like pyramid shape over here. So when you unwrap it, so you have the shredded and sweetened coconut, and then of course the blue glutinous rice. The blue glutinous rice on itself doesn't really have the strong flavor, but the flavor is enhanced using the shredded coconut over here. So take a bit of both and then get a good bite of it. Next one is really interesting. As you can see, it is huge, like a triangle pyramid shape. So let's get that unwrapped as well. Get a good look of this. So this one, very interesting name, is called abok abok. In local term, abok means dust. So there are a lot of interpretation as to why it is called, a dust kuih. It is made with tapioca pearls. And you know how miniature tapioca pearls can be. So it is very, very halus, in Malay term, or rather called very, very delicate. So it does look like dust. So another interpretation that I often hear is, when you bite into it on the full length itself. So when it falls onto the plate, it feels like dust falling down from the sky. So that's why the locals call it abok abok. So the reason why a lot of these kuihs are wrapped in banana leaf or even pandan leaves is because during the steaming process, these leaves will actually infuse the internal things or in the internal food with the width of these leaves. So banana leaf has a very nice width. That same goes with pandan leaf. So the final kuih that I have over here, ladies and gentlemen, is called the kuih kochi santan. So I'm not sure if you can get a good look of it. So yeah, so this is also very elongated in its shape. So kuih kochi santan, in its fresh form, or probably there are also different forms where you can get a variety where instead of this frozen block of santan, they do drizzle it generally in a wet santan. So it's this is a different version where the santan has been more solidified. So over here you can see it's usually filled with palm sugar. I do hear from locals saying that this is a very good one, probably those who have lost all the teeth. So because there's no bite factor in this, so you can technically just chew it using your mouth. The next two ones, these are considered almost equivalent to a full meal itself. The first one we're going to start off with is this one. Get a good look of it. As you can see in the middle over here, this one is called the nasi kunyit, or the turmeric rice. It's made with turmeric coloring, and then it usually comes with chicken curry and with of course slices of potatoes. So the the turmeric rice on its own, it doesn't really have much flavor. So the same goes with like some of the kuihs. You need all this strong flavor or strong accompaniment to really bring out the flavor, or create a very nice combination. That's one thing about Peranakan cuisine is they like to use different ingredients to make a really, really good combination of food. So like for this one, the nasi kunyit and curry goes really well together. So for locals, I think Malaysians will probably associate this really well with full moon celebration. So for those babies who have just reached their full moon, so the parents will usually give this out together with red eggs to friends and families as well as colleagues to celebrate the full moon of the baby. The next one, this is a rather complicated, delicate, yet unique dish that you can only find in Malaysia. I'm very sure when I say that because I've never seen such interesting food ever before. This is what you call nasi ulam, or in English it's called the herb rice. So let you get a close look of it. As you can see, the greens, all the colors on it is all made from different herbs that you can find over here in the local market. So it is extremely interesting dish because most of the time I think there are a mixture of at least 4 different herbs inside the rice itself. The most common one, of course, probably people will use most of the time are Thai basil leaf, Vietnamese mint leaf, turmeric leaf, and these herbs are all chopped really, really finely and then mixed together with rice. When you mix all this together, oh, and I do love this with a good serving of grilled fish. It is amazing. So you can usually find this in a night market or even morning market, and it goes really well with the local sambal. It's because of this earthy flavor combination. That sambal will give it a nice kick, and then when you bite into it, all those flavors will usually swim around your mouth with all the herbs. So it's really, really, really amazing. I think that's about it for today's eating show. So we hope you like it. These are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Peranakan cuisine. So there are so much more dishes that we have not explored. So do stay tuned with us, and we do ask for suggestion from you viewers on what you would like to see in season 2. Yes, I would like to clarify, season 1 is not ending. I've read the comments. I've even replied to some of you that season 1 is not ending. So do remember to drop the comment over at the video, or you can send it over to hansa@hansagroup.com if you would like to keep it a secret. The reason why we're asking you this is because you might stand a chance to win rewards from your suggestions. So do let us know what you would like us to do over in season 2. So there are still a few more episodes to go for season 1, so do stay tuned with us. As always, don't forget to subscribe, like and share the video as well as the channel. Thank you for watching today. Bye bye!